Assalamualaikum and hi to everyone. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, like, and share. So in this video, we will discuss about the performance, the network performance. If later on you go for the networking student, you should know how to do the network performance. If you conduct your FYP, know how to measure the network performance. So one important issue in networking is the performance of the network itself. You have a network, how to measure your performance, how good your networks that you have established or developed. So in this section, we introduce terms that we need first on, okay, terms that we will use through the discussion on the network and data communication. So the performance of networks depends on the bandwidth, the throughput, the latency, and the delay, the bandwidth delay product. So that are the terms that you should know. Network. So first we go for the bandwidth. Bandwidth is the range or the difference between the highest and the lowest frequency in the previous video. A range of frequencies that used for transmitting signal refer to the bandwidth. And then the bigger the highway that you have, the more car can go the way. So in networking, we use the term bandwidth in X. The first one, bandwidth in hertz. We measure in hertz. So this one is referred to the range of the frequencies in the composite signal. When we transmit the signal, we use the composite signal. So it's referred to the range of the frequency, the composite signal, or the range of the frequency that a channel can pass or the transmission medium pass. And the second term of this bandwidth is bandwidth bit per second. So it's referred to the speeds of the data rate. Refer to the speed of bit transmission link transmission medium that we use. Refer to the speed. One for the speed, one for the range. There are two terms that we use. The bandwidth. Okay, next part, we go for the throughput. What is the throughput? It's measure how fast we can actually send the data through a network. The actual time, the actual number of data that can be transmit in the network that we establish. Okay, the bandwidth is a potential measurement of a link, so the throughput is an actual measurement of how fast we send the data. Bandwidth just like assume that with this bandwidth we can transmit this kind of this link. But the throughput is the actual number that we can send the data. Next part, we have the latency or delay. Measure how long it takes for the entire message to completely arrive at the destination from the sender. Sender E send the data to sender P. So what is the time taken for the entire message complete arrive at the destination? Because when we submit a data, when we send a data will be divided into several chunks before we can transmit. How fast and how long it takes all the chunks being assembled again and then arrive at the receiver. So it's made of 4 components. So the components are, first we have the propagation time, second we have the transmission time, queuing time, and the processing delay. So basically the formula, latency equal to propagation time plus the transmission time plus the queuing time plus the delay. The bandwidth delay product define the number of bits that can fill the link of the transmission. And this one is the filling the link bit for key 1. Here we have sender, we have receiver. The total bandwidth we have 1 bit per second, delay 5 seconds. Bandwidth time the delay equal to 5 bits. After 1 second, the sender send the first bit. After 2 seconds, we have first bit and then second bit. Okay, because of the delay. 3 seconds, bit 1, bit 2, bit 3. 3 bit. After 4 seconds, we send the 4th bit. After 5 seconds, we send the 5th bit. So total we have 5. So this is the capacity that we can send 5 bit, and the delay is 5 seconds. So it needs 5 seconds in order to send or transmit those 5 bit. Arrive and another second bit arrive, and then at 3 seconds third bit arrive, at the 4th second 4th bit arrive, and then 5 arrive. So this is what we call as a delay. So filling the link with the bit for case 1, this one. Okay, for case 2, filling the link with the bits, bandwidth we have 4 bit per second. So delay is 5 seconds. So total bandwidth time delay equal to 20 bits. So we send 5 bits after 1 second. And the first 5 bit followed by another 5 bit. After 3 seconds followed by another 5 bit. So we have 15 bit traveling. And then after 4 seconds we have 5 another 5 bits. Okay, and then after 5 seconds we have another 5 bits per second, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 5 seconds. The process we have delay time the bandwidth. Okay, example 3 point example for point. Okay, we can think about the link between 2 points as a pipe. Link as a pipe. So the cross section of the pipe represent the bandwidth, and the length of the pipe represent the delay. So we can say that the volume of pipe define the bandwidth delay. Cross section is the bandwidth, the length is to the delay. So the volume is equal to bandwidth time with the delay. Okay, the next one is jitter. Jitter is another performance measurement, another issue that related to the delay. It's quite simple like a delay, but we call it as a jitter. A problem if different packets of data encounter different delays. Just now we talked about the delay, so every packet have the same amount of. Talk about the jitter means that we have a message. The message is divided into some packet, but we have different delay time for every packages. So that is the jitter. So basically in chapter 3 already discussed about digital signal, log data, the data, and characteristic of sine wave that in time domain represent it in the frequency domain. Discuss about the periodic and aperiodic signal, composite signal, impairment transmission during the transmission, what type of impairment might be the network performance. Okay, end of the chapter 3. So next part we continue chapter 4 based on the encoding. Thank you and assalamualaikum.